What's up, everybody? It's your bro DJ NTEG back with another video. So grateful to be here with you. Hopefully you having a blessed day so far. I'm chilling. I'm with the little one. As you can see, little hand. She is right there. Sleep. There you go. She out like a light. So I said, you know what? We're going to jump in and get some streaming in, you know what I'm saying? Get to it a little bit while hand is asleep. So why not jump in without further ado? All right, man, hopefully your day been blessed so far. Hopefully you done had a great, grand, amazing day that's filled with nothing but gratitude. I have. My day has been fantastic. You know, I'm reading a book. It's not the first time I've read it, but I'm rereading it. It's a book called The Power of Positive Thinking by Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, and it is a phenomenal book. If you never read it, check it out, man. It's one of those books that will help you definitely navigate life a little better with a more positive attitude. All right, so I felt like we was gonna do a little streaming today. I ain't really have an agenda. I know for me, I'm working on some new business practices. I got some homeboys that's trying to get into the laundromat business. I got some homeboys that's trying to get into the vending machine business. So I said, hey, while I'm doing some research on that to see if I'm gonna invest in it, I'm gonna go ahead and do the research in real time. Let's see how to start a laundromat business. Let's see. There's a video I had seen earlier. Let's see if it pops up. You know what? I'm gonna do 2024 because things change so quickly. We're gonna do 2024. How's my audio? Can y'all hear me okay? Because I can hear myself just fine. All right, let's see what we got. Let's try this. How to buy a laundromat in 2024. $5,000. Let's see. Did it just skip the ad? I love when I'm streaming. It just skips the ad.
Hey guys, over the past few years, I have purchased 3 laundromats and I'm currently in the process of purchasing 3 more. In today's video, I want to talk to you and show you how you can own your own laundromat. And we're going to go from easiest method to hardest method. And the hardest method will teach you how to get a laundromat with legitimately no money out of pocket, even
you talking my language, my boy.
Without any of your own personal credit. So make sure you watch the whole entire video if you want to learn all the methods of owning a laundromat. Now, the first question I typically get is, Brandon, do I just go on the internet to the laundromat store and buy one? And the answer there pretty emphatically is very rarely do you do that. Now, you can get on Realtor.com or BizBuySell. That's probably the #1 website, 10X or LoopNet, and look for a commercial business for sale like a laundromat.
LoopNet. 10X or LoopNet. Hey, y'all taking notes? We learning together. Got my little notepad. I always try to take notes when I can. He said 10X or LoopNet. Let's see what we got.
Now, you will find a lot of laundromats on there for sale, but the problem is, in a very general sense, almost none of them are profitable. And the reason I say that is because, believe it or not, there's a lot of people.
I like how he's like overdubbing it, showing him taking his coins out of the machine. I wonder is the whole video gonna be like this. We might jump around a little bit.
Out there in the world that
also like, comment, and subscribe. Turn that bell notification on, all that good stuff. I appreciate you. I ain't got no fancy thumbs up graphics or subscribe graphics. I just got word of mouth. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Watch my videos as well as Cody Sanchez videos and the other people in the laundromat business. There's a whole bunch of us. And these kinds of videos get the attention of doctors and lawyers and investors and people with millions of dollars to spend. And the vast majority of those people, if not all of them, get on those websites and desire to make a cash offer on these kinds of businesses. Now, the problem is, if you really want to make money off of a laundromat, you can't compete with those guys. I don't want to be crazy here, but you just should not compete with people that have more money to spend than you do. You need to get yourself a deal, and the only way to do that is to get off of the open market. I have a perfect example. I'm wanting to buy a grocery store this year or maybe next year. And when I go look for how will I get the food to this business, I am not going to go down to Walmart and buy all of my food. I'm going to find a farmer or a wholesale group to buy.
I get that. Not having a middleman. You know what I'm saying? It's like back in the day being transparent when your boy used to have that good. You ain't want to have a middleman because the middleman going to take his cut and that lowers your profits. So you want to try to go straight to the source. So I feel what he's saying. But in regards to like competing with people with millions of dollars, let me see where he's going with that.
Buy the product off of. If you go on the MLS, LoopNet, or BizBuySell, you are buying from a retail method. You're not going to get a deal. So you have to find a way to acquire laundromat wholesale. Now, how do you do that? And here's where the hard part is. You talk to people who own laundromats. That it sucks, I promise it. You have to find people that own locations that might be good candidates to sell. People that are older, they're getting ready to retire, maybe they're going to move. You need to get in front of the people that actually own and run these businesses.
I feel what he's saying. I was just at a laundromat 2.5 weeks ago working an event for the radio station I work at. And the guy was getting ready to retire. Now, he did say he was going to be passing it down to his daughter. But just imagine if, you know, he didn't have anybody, an offspring maybe to take the laundromat off his hands. He'd probably be looking to sell, and he'd probably be looking to sell for a good price, which means you don't have to go through a middleman.
Businesses and have that conversation. Would you be interested in selling it? If so, I would like to buy it, because then you're not going through a broker, you're not going through an intermediary, you're talking to the actual decision maker.
I need all minds.
Now, I'm not telling you to take everything they say as the truth. A lot of these people are on the verge of bankruptcy or they run really crappy business, but you have to talk to the people that are in charge of these locations and not go through intermediaries. Almost all the time. If you talk to a broker, their goal is to sell you a business. It isn't to sell you a business that makes you a lot of money. It's just to get the business sold. And unfortunately, I've met a lot of brokers that have a propensity to lie to me, overstating the income, overstating how much money they're secretly bringing in cash. And it's a real easy way to go bankrupt in the laundromat business.
Now, my question is, this key that he's using, can anybody get that key? Or is that like a specially made key he got? Or is that a key amongst people that own laundromats? Because that concerns me.
Business. And you should just not go down this path. I had a really great conversation recently with the VP of lending at Eastern Funding. They're one of the primary sources of money in the laundromat business to get loans. Great company. I'll talk a little more about them later. But as my conversation transpired with them,
what did he say that loan company was? He said VP
in the laundromat business to get loans. Great company. I'll cash. And it's a real easy way to go bankrupt in the laundromat business. And you should just not go down this path. I had a really great conversation recently with the VP of lending at Eastern Funding. They're one of the primary sources of money in the laundromat business to get loans. Great company. I'll talk a little more about them later. But as my conversation transpired with them, they told me that the average client of theirs only has a default rate of less than 2%. Meaning, if you get a loan for a laundromat, there's a 98% chance of success, at least if you follow Eastern Funding's method of getting a laundromat. They will tell you, don't buy a laundromat that doesn't make a lot of money. Now, if you guys would like help finding and making calls to laundromat owners, seeing if they're interested in selling, I work with a company called Deal Machine. They sell software that actually helps you identify laundromats and car washes and find the owner's contact information. I'll throw a link down in the description of this video. Their software is really good.
I don't know if I'm rocking with Deal Machine. No shot. But I'd rather just pull up and ask questions myself. I want to look people in the eyes when I'm talking to them and see where their heart is, you know what I'm saying? See where their mentality is. They can see what my heart is and my mentality is. I feel like when you connect with that on that level with people, you get a better understanding of what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I've been using the heck out of it to find deals recently. I convinced them to give away some 7-day free trials for anybody interested. So check them out in the description below. And if you do decide to go and pay for an account with them, I will give you my laundromat boot camp for free, kind of coaching you and training you what to actually say to the laundromat owners when they pick up the phone or they respond to your emails or text messages. So now we're going to talk about the easiest way to finance a laundromat, and that's going to be with conventional bank financing. My recommendation is, if you want to go this route, go talk to the 20 closest banks geographically to where you live and ask what kind of loan program they would want to put you through with a laundromat. Some banks are going to have great programs and they will let you acquire a laundromat with only 10 or 20% down.
He said, ask them what kind of loan programs do they have in regards to purchasing a laundromat. Okay. That's great advice. Look, I told y'all I'm taking notes, bro. Like, for real. You can't see my handwriting because it's light blue. But my daughter's left this ink pen in the studio. Can y'all see that? It's like a girly ink pen. That's the way to funding, though, unless you got like a rich family you come from, you know what I'm saying, or you just got a nest egg put up, you're going to have to go to the bank for funding. If you know any alternative ways, drop it in the comments. All right. I'm gonna have to get a different pen. This pen trash.
And some of them will let the old owner finance part of the down payment for you. So you might be able to start off with a 20% down loan from a bank at a relatively low interest rate in this environment. Prime is around 7%, so 7% loan would be great. And they might let you acquire for 10% or even 5% down. In this marketplace, we're finding banks that will do that, but the problem is you've got to talk to a lot of them. I run into a lot of people who believe the norm is 20% down to buy a laundromat, and that's not always true because there's a lot of banks that just hate laundromats. They just hate financing businesses and therefore make it hard. It's one of those dirty secrets that are out there that some banks are just good or they like to fund certain things and they just don't like funding other
I agree.
things.
I definitely agree with that.
They're great for car wash loans.
Man, he dropping some game. If you liking what you're hearing so far, hit that like button, comment, turn the bell notification on for this channel, man. I'm going to be just taking y'all on journeys daily with me through these live streams as I learn different stuff, as I, you know what I'm saying, dive into different business ventures. We're going to do it together. I got some friends, if you're just jumping in, who's thinking about financing a laundromat. I got some friends who thinking about jumping into the vending machine business. So I'm trying to see if I'm going to be a part of that. If I am, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be an investor, if I'm going to be a just an active daily grind member with it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out now. But as I figure this out, we jumping in together. I know I don't have a whole lot of free time, though, but we'll see.
Loans and laundromat loans, but they don't want to fund apartments. So you're an idiot if you try to push through their program and their process to fund an apartment. Meanwhile, one bank one block away is amazing for apartment complexes. So traditional bank financing can be a great way to get your money for a laundromat, but you need to interview a lot of banks. Don't stop with the first one or two. Put in your work. No one's going to do the laundromat acquisition work for you. I mean, well, if you want to pay me $100,000, I'll go out and find you a laundromat. But still, you need to put some effort in and call banks to get the best rates on financing. The second method, and I love it, is through the Small Business Administration. Now, you might luck out with the prior recommendation and a local bank in your...
SBAs are good. I got an SBA loan during COVID, and They didn't put me through a lot of red tape at all. I just had to, yeah, excuse me, I've been up since 4 a.m. I just had to do a lot of the, I had to send them a lot of like information, but they didn't give me the runaround. What is it called? SBA 7A. So that's definitely an option.
Area does the SBA 7A program. Not all will do that. But here's a great example. I have a student, her name is Chelsea, she lives in Connecticut. She went out and bought her very first laundromat through the SBA's 7A program for only 10% down. Now, it is somewhat harder to get a laundromat to go through the 7A program if it's not profitable. This is just what they do because they don't want you to buy a laundromat and fail. Chelsea's laundromat, which she purchased for $135,000 with $13,500 down, is now making quite a bit more money than my laundromat makes. She sent me a DM on Discord recently and said, hey, Brandon, just so you know, we had our first $500 day with only wash, dry, fold. Not the coin operation side where people come in and they wash their clothes themselves. She did $500 in just drop off, and she is just absolutely crushing it, which is scary because she's done less than I have.
So you'd have to have somebody run the laundromat, meaning maintaining it, wash, dry, fold, like he just said, which I know for a fact I won't have time. But you definitely can pay somebody a fair wage if you're making over $100,000 passively with a laundromat. You can definitely pay somebody a fair wage to be the attendant or to run your laundromat if you can't do it yourself. So this is sounding like a good profitable business.
But she only did 10% down through the Small Business Administration. They want to see good tax returns on a laundromat. So if your seller is lying, the SBA is not a very good method, but it's a great way to get into the laundromat business. And I will put this out there. I will hook you up with my favorite SBA lender if you do have a location that is doing no less than $200,000 per year net operating income over the past 3 years. I've got a company in Michigan. They will finance it most likely. You need a reasonable credit score, but they're great to work with. But if your deal doesn't meet those minimum qualifications, don't call me.
Bro, that's a lot of quarters, bro. That's a lot of quarters. That's like 2,000
easy
quarters.
Introduction to a great lender. There you go.
How much money is that? If you know, drop it in the comments.
Get a hold of me. Next up is turning the current operator into the bank with a private note or private mortgage. My student Casey in Arkansas did this. He found an aging elderly laundromat owner and turned the laundromat into his retirement through a purchase money mortgage. It was a 6% rate with literally no money out of his pocket. He got
purchase money mortgage.
Money down. He had to do plenty of due diligence, which cost him some time and some maybe money in the background to hire an inspector. But he ended up getting 2 laundromats, no money. The outlying mortgage was in the $350,000 range, and he'll be making payments to the current owner for the next 30 years. A great way, great system. He immediately implemented some great tactics and strategies in those laundromats, and now he's making a lot of money.
Okay.
Now, here's the deal.
Not bad. Not bad. Don't sound like laundromats are profitable in the millions. I guess it would depend on the location, the size of the laundromat. Then you got to think overhead costs for having a brick and mortar, maintenance on the machines, paying the attendant. So it's probably not millions of dollars profitable, but it does sound like you can make some pretty decent passive income. Let's see. Let's see what we talking about as far as how to start a vending machine business. Oh, this one say step by step, huh? Okay, let's see what they talking about. This bad boy got almost 300,000 views. Hit that like button, y'all. Man, I love how the commercial.
What's up, guys? So the new year is about to start, and it is our goal to get you guys to start your own vending machine business.
We get DMs every day of people asking us, how do you start a vending machine business? So today we're gonna break it down step by step. Knowledge. How to get into this business.
So Donald and I have a vending machine business that does 5 figures every year. And I know it's so weird. You only hear 6 figures, so you're like 5 figures. What is 5 figures?
Up to $99,000.
Yeah. Not that we're close to that.
I'll take that passively.
Not that we're close to that, but like close, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, so we're going to show you guys how we got into it, what to do, how to find your first location, and yeah, let's get started.
So the first step, find your first location. How do you find your first location, Serica?
So there's multiple ways to do it. And as Donald and I state in our ebook, which you guys can find linked down below, you can do multiple things. The first thing you can do is literally knocking on businesses around your door. And you start with like barbershops, hair salons, little restaurants, daycares, private
Told y'all I'm taking notes. I ain't playing. Cause I'm really working on trying to create generational wealth for my family. Like, we got a couple things in place that like I can pass down this YouTube channel to them. You know, it's almost 600,000 subscribers, but at the same time, I don't own YouTube. Yes, I can pass down this platform, but I'm trying to pass down to them businesses, business ideas, you know, things that they can use as they develop into adulthood and as they have children, and to one day, you know, we can be the next Walmarts, you know what I'm saying, the next Anheuser-Busch's, well, you know what I'm saying, but like, it starts here, yo. We got things going with the music and things like that, and that'll continue to create revenue to funnel into solid business ideas. Because I mean, the music industry is fickle, it's up and down. You can't say like, all right, I'm gonna retire being a musician. That's only a small percentage of people that gets that longevity in the industry. But if you got businesses, if you got business structures, you got business plans put in place, then you can pass that stuff down. So I'm taking notes. All right.
schooling, which is like essentially daycares. Schools and office buildings will be a little harder because usually they want like
commission.
Yeah, commission and
Factories.
contractual agreements, especially schools, like with them for maybe 5 years or something. But if you start with these little businesses around your area, ask your parents where they work. Hey mom, at your job, do you guys have a vending machine? Oh, could you talk to your employer and see if I can get, like, that's how you start. That's the first way. The second way is to go on Facebook Marketplace and look for vending machine locations that are being sold. So you look for vending machines that are being sold on location. Let me tell you, this is a double whammy. This is what you need to look out for. Usually they're on Facebook Marketplace or...
Didn't know this, but this sounds like they dropping game. Thank you, Citizen, bro. Facebook Marketplace, vending machines with location. Okay. I'll see my boys on Thursday, and we're going to talk about this. All right.
or offer up for like a week and that's it, because people are fiending to get these. So explain, what is a vending machine being sold on location?
So a vending machine being sold on location is just a vending machine that has a location already, like it's already on the location, so no moving involved. Because vending machines are heavy. Like if you can see me and say, if you ever watch our like other videos, we were moving a vending machine up the stairs. It took us forever, putting it in the truck, sliding it in. So if it's already on location, no moving involved. But the only setback, when you buy a vending machine on location, you have to think, why would someone be selling a vending machine on location? Usually people that sell vending machines on locations, they're usually losing money on their locations. So then they sell it to you guys at a loss. So you have to make sure that you're looking out for that.
We bought 3 locations all at once because there was a man who was selling his vending machine business and he had like over
50 locations.
50 locations, and we were like, oh my gosh, let's see if we can just buy 3 from him. And he gave us a list of where the locations were, and Donna was able to pick out the ones he wanted. Like, this was God, guys. Like, this was a supernatural opportunity for us that we were able to get these 3 locations all at once.
And that's one of the most important things. Like, when you in business and you trust God, you following the wisdom of the Holy Spirit to help you make the best decisions, that's an element that you really can't. It's like you can look at your business and scale, look at profit, loss, things like that, potential growth. But when God gets in it, things happen that you can't predict. And it's usually like fast elevation, or it's usually like, you know, you get connected with the right person at the right time. You standing in line at Snooks and you just so happen to strike a conversation with a person who's selling some vending machine locations. And that's those, like she said, that's God, man. That's God. You can't beat God, I'm telling you.
Paid
$3,500.
$3,500.
8
Guys,
vending machines.
That's lit, bro. He even told them what they stocking the machines with, how often they can go. Man, that's crazy.
This
Take
is
notes, y'all.
the way this was a steal.
Hannah knocked
This
out
was
back there.
a
Look.
steal, like remarkable. This was a remarkable steal. Like $3,000. Usually people sell one location. We got 3 for the price of 1. What?
Guys,
Insane.
for context, we bought our first vending machine location. These 2 vending machines on the screen, we bought for $3,000. So the fact that we was able to get 8 vending machines, 3 locations for $3,500 was crazy. If you break that down, if you do $3,500, you divide that by 3, that's $1,166 for every single location. Some of the vending machines that we got from those locations cost about like $1,000. That was crazy. So if we were just to sell those vending machines, we probably would have made all the money that we spent already. So usually what I do, I type in vending machine location for sale. Okay, so when you guys scroll down, you're gonna see like a bunch of vending machines. Like when you look at something like this is basically someone that's trying to get vending machines to companies, like trying to sell their vending machines to companies. Let me see, right here, 1,700. This guy's just selling their vending machines, so I wouldn't buy this. Let's see.
Look at that. It was at 450 for.
Oh yeah, this is ATM location. Oh, 450. I might text this guy actually. But let me see. So usually I check every single day. Sometimes you find some vending machines on location. I did see one this morning when I was looking. So look, so this location, I actually messaged this guy. I wanted to buy this vending machine, but the guy was giving me like a hard time. I told him $500. This vending machine, he's selling this vending machine. It's a Dixie Narco vending machine. He's selling it with the location, but the vending machine only makes $1,000 a year.
Right.
A year.
A year. So if you guys do the math on it, that's $83 a month.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. So I told him $500 from the vending machine, but of course he told me no. So what I usually do, I usually wait like a few weeks for these people, and then I'm gonna come back and tell them like, oh, 400. Like that's what I'm gonna do when he texts me again, like, oh, do you want to buy it? So this is an example. Read the description.
Hey, this straight game, yo. This is game. Thank y'all, man. Make sure y'all go over to this channel and get them a subscribe. I'm finna subscribe to them now, cause this is lit. Everything DSK. Follow them, y'all. Subscribe to them, cause they dropping game. I ain't gonna watch the whole video, cause I got something I gotta do. But this is straight game.
$100. We bought this vending machine right here for $600. So we just told you guys 2 ways. So whether you could,
Let me go back.
we pay like $2,000. That's what the vending machine is doing every single month. So if a vending machine is sales price at vending machine location 2, $4,500. So what we do when we're trying to find a vending machine on location, we take the sales price, so what the people are selling it at, and we divide it by 10. And whatever that number is, we try to make sure that that's what the vending machine is doing every single month. So if a vending machine is sales price that they're selling the vending machine and the location for $4,000, it needs to be making $400 a month.
Yeah.
That's average, like $400 a month. That's how we will buy it.
Lowball. Don't be afraid to lowball. They're selling for a reason, guys. Don't be afraid to lowball.
See, this is a location. This is a very nice location. Credit card readers, Dixie Narco machines, AP snack machine. This is a very nice location.
But I wouldn't buy it for $4,500.
But it's all the way in. Yeah, we wouldn't buy for $4,500. This is all the way in Virginia too, so it's out of our reach.
But
anyway.
if you're in Virginia, guys, hit this lady up.
This probably.
So I wonder, are they gonna get into like, if the vending machines break, what's the process of getting them serviced and how much does that cost? Because that's gonna be part of the overhead. Let's see. How to inspect. Okay, so they do get into that. Wow. Okay. Let's see.
Just start with the warehouse, but if you're getting like a alright location, find it on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, or Craigslist. So now you have this machine. How do you inspect this machine? Second, for a snack machine, how do you inspect it?
So the most important thing when you're going to buy, you need to plug it in to see if it works.
If they have no plugs, don't buy it.
If they're saying, "Oh, we don't have a plug. Oh, it's in my garage. How am I?" Get an extension cord.
Get an extension cord. Thanks.
Plug it in. It needs to be plugged in because that's the most important. Does it turn on? Because you'll be surprised these vending machines don't be turning on, or they're like a slow starter, like, and then like, oh my gosh, It needs to plug in. Even we were trying to sell a vending machine and we couldn't find an extension cord. We have these people waiting for an hour because y'all not leaving until y'all see that it can be plugged in, and it couldn't even be plugged in.
That was
such an embarrassing day. That was the first day we were trying to sell a vending machine. It was we just did not know what we were doing. Like, we were all over the place. But anyways, you need to make sure it can turn on, guys. Then, so I'll do the snack machine, you can do the drink machine. For a snack machine, you need to make sure it takes all the coins. From pennies, even though vending machines don't necessarily have to take pennies, from pennies, like put every single coin in it, make sure it reads all the coins and that it pops up on the screen.
That's a good idea.
That screen is working.
That's a good idea right
every
there.
Single button. And then this is the tedious part. You need to check the coils. Don't get a vending machine and the first row you check, and then there's like rows and some of the coils don't work. Check every single row, check every single coil, make sure everything is working. And I think that's pretty much it for a vending machine. Also, check if it's like super dirty and gross. You don't want a really gross vending machine. Like, why was it kept in this condition? Where was it previously that made it, like, ask those types of questions. But make sure the coils work, make sure the buttons in the mainframe work, make sure the screen is working, and make sure the coins are working for the snack machine. You will not be able to get $1 and get change back if the coin mech isn't filled with coins. The machine is going to be like, I'm not able to give this person change, so I won't accept dollar bills, because I know if I take dollar bills, I won't be able to give them change. So what they do is they say, we're only taking coins, because they want to fill the coin mech up before it's able to take $1. I don't know if you guys are understanding that. Rewind the video, watch that part again. It will not take your dollar bills if the coin mech isn't filled enough to give you change, if that makes sense.
We're gonna put the coin mech on the screen so you guys know what we're talking about.
So you understand what we're talking about.
So the drink machine, guys. Drink machines are a little more complicated than the snack machines. So when you're going to check a drink machine, tell the owner 15 minutes before you're there, tell them to turn on the vending machine. Remember, like Sarah K said, if they say they can't turn it on, or it's in the back of my truck,
no deal.
No deal. I'm not coming. Don't waste my time. We have to turn this junk on. I don't care if we have to go get a generator, attach it, put it in someone else's house. Like, we're going to make sure that this vending machine turns on. So after you do that, you get to the house. It's on for 15 minutes. Put your hand in the condenser. If you do not feel that it's cold, do not buy the machine. Don't take anybody's word for it, because too many people are liars out here. You feel me?
Oh, it's just taking a while to
It's just taking a while. Nah.
Yeah.
Remember, the same thing applies to the drink machine.
All right. I got to get out of here, y'all. My kid's about to get out of school. Let me comment, because this is for real game. I want them to know that I appreciate them. Yeah, there's some game for real. All right, man. Like I say, I got to go get these kids. Thank y'all for being on this journey with me. And like, comment, subscribe. What up, Joshua Blunt? What's up, my guy? If you haven't checked out our family channel, let me show you what it is. Somebody always told me, if you got a bunch of stuff going on, let people who love and support you know, because if they don't know, how they going to support you? So this is our family channel. We almost at 35,000 subscribers. If you get a chance, subscribe. We appreciate it, man. You got to go get my book. If you are interested in reading my book, I got the hard copy and the digital version, and I got the audio book. So if you get a chance, check it out. And I narrated the audio book myself. Let me see. I'm trying to talk and type at the same time. Check it out. It's about my journey through music school, how I got to where I am now, man. And like I say, it's available on Audible. You can get it on Amazon, the hardback. You can get the hardback or the digital copy where you can read on Kindle. And it ain't that much. It's only $12. Support your boy. Show your boy some love. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for being on this journey with me. I'm about to get out of here. Remember, integrity matters the most when you're all by yourself. I love you. God bless you. Peace out.